Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that uncovers the amazing world of coins. Today, we're going deep into the story of the 1986 1-cent coin, a coin you've probably seen 1,000 times, but might not know the full value or history behind it. This humble little Lincoln penny from 1986 might just surprise you. From its roots in American history to its value today and its massive presence in circulation, this is one video you don't want to miss. The Lincoln cent has a proud and long history. First introduced in the year 1909, the Lincoln 1-cent coin was created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This made it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking the tradition of symbolic designs like Lady Liberty. Victor David Brenner designed the iconic portrait of Lincoln we still see today on the obverse side of the penny. His initials, VB, are famously found on some of the earliest 1909 issues, especially those minted in San Francisco, and they have become highly prized by collectors. By the time we get to 1986, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 77 years, becoming one of the most recognized and used coins in the United States. The 1986 1-cent coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the front of the coin, just as it has since 1909. The reverse still carried the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. If you look closely, you can actually see the tiny statue of Lincoln between the columns, a tribute to the man and the monument built in his honor. The 1986 penny was struck in two main locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, while coins minted in Denver carry a small D under the ear. These pennies were made of copper-plated zinc, a change that started in 1982 when the mint moved away from solid copper due to rising metal costs. The composition is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, which helps keep the production costs down. Now let's talk numbers, and they are huge. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced a staggering number of Lincoln cents. Asterisk from the Philadelphia Mint, over 4.4 billion pennies were produced. Asterisk from the Denver Mint, over 4.4 billion were minted as well. That's over 8.8 billion pennies produced in a single year. If you stacked all those coins on top of each other, they would reach the moon and back several times. In terms of monetary value, that means almost $88 million worth of pennies from just 1 year are still floating around. That's a massive chunk of circulating money in just one denomination, and it highlights how important the 1-cent coin has been in everyday transactions. So what is a 1986 penny really worth today? If you pull one out of your pocket or find one in an old coin jar, chances are, it's only worth its face value, 1 cent. But there are exceptions. If your 1986 penny is in uncirculated or mint state condition, it could be worth more to collectors. Asterisk a 1986 Philadelphia penny in mint state 65 condition could sell for up to $2 to $5. Asterisk a 1986 penny in pristine uncirculated condition can also fetch around $2 to $10. Asterisk a proof version from a U.S. Mint proof set, marked with an S and made in San Francisco, can range from $1 to $5, depending on condition. But here's where things get exciting. If you find a 1986 penny with an error, the value can go way up. Collectors love errors, and the 1986 penny has a few to look out for. 1. Off-center strike. If the coin's design is visibly off-center, it can be worth $20 to over $100, depending on how dramatic the error is. 2. Double die obverse. Look closely at the date, Liberty, and motto. If any of them appear doubled, that's a possible double die error which could be worth $50 to several $100. 3. Clipped planchet. A coin that's missing a piece, due to a miscut during production, can fetch $20 to $75. 4. Zinc rot errors. While not all damage is valuable, certain mint-induced zinc errors can catch the eye of error coin collectors. If you find a 1986 penny with one of these flaws, don't spend it. You might just be holding on to a rare collectible. Even though the 1986 penny is common, it's a great entry point for new collectors. Its value is not just in money but in what it represents, a slice of American economic and historical legacy. Whether you're collecting by date, mint mark, or hunting for errors, every 1986 penny offers a story. And who knows, maybe the next one you find is in mint state or hiding an error that could make it a valuable addition to your collection. So what have we learned? The 1986 1-cent coin might seem small, but it carries big history, big value, and a huge presence in our money system. With over 8.8 billion coins minted and millions still in circulation, this coin is a tiny titan of American currency. Before you toss that penny aside, take a closer look. It might just be a small piece of a big story, or even a rare gem hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss out on our next coin adventure. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare 1986 penny or any other coin treasure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on your change, because every coin counts. Would you like a custom thumbnail design, SEO title, or viral tags for this video too? Let me know and I'll create them for you. Sure! Below is your full-length, high-quality YouTube video script about the 1989 1-cent coin, also known as the 1989 Lincoln penny. This script includes everything your viewers want to know: the coin's history, design details, real value, and its incredible worth in circulation. It's written in a captivating and informative style that works perfectly for long-form YouTube content. Clapperboard YouTube video script. 1989 1-cent coin, hidden treasures, true value, and a powerful story of American change. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel that uncovers the stories behind the coins in your pocket. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a very common but often overlooked coin, the 1989 1-cent coin, better known as the Lincoln penny. You might think it's just another penny, but this coin carries a rich legacy, incredible mintage figures, hidden error varieties, and potential collector value you should not ignore. So buckle up and join me on this journey as we explore the story, value, and big worth behind the 1989 penny. The story of the 1989 penny starts way back in 1909, when the United States Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This made it the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking away from symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. Victor David Brenner, a sculptor, designed the iconic profile of Lincoln that still appears on the obverse of the penny today. The coin has changed materials and reverse designs over the years, but Lincoln's face has remained a powerful and lasting tribute. From 1909 through 1958, the reverse of the coin featured wheat stalks. Then in 1959, to celebrate 150 years since Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln Memorial design was introduced and remained until 2008. That brings us to 1989, a year that marks 30 years since the Lincoln Memorial first appeared on the coin, and a pivotal moment as the country moved toward the final decade of the 20th century. The 1989 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, facing right. Above his head is the motto "In God We Trust." To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, and to the right is the year 1989. Just below the year, you'll either find a D mint mark for Denver, or no mint mark if it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse side of the coin displays the majestic Lincoln Memorial, along with the inscriptions United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum above the memorial, and 1 cent across the bottom. Like all pennies minted after 1982, the 1989 penny was made of copper-plated zinc, which is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This was a shift from the original bronze composition used in earlier decades, as rising metal prices forced the U.S. Mint to use more affordable materials. The U.S. Mint produced an astonishing number of 1-cent coins in 1989. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 7.26 billion coins. The Denver Mint produced over 5.34 billion coins. The San Francisco Mint produced about 3 million proof coins for collectors. That gives us a grand total of over 12.6 billion 1989 pennies minted in a single year. Let that sink in. Over 12 billion coins, each worth 1 cent, gives us a total face value of more than $126 million still circulating or stored in jars, wallets, and drawers across the United States and beyond. This massive circulation means there are still countless 1989 pennies out there today, many in average condition, but some in uncirculated or error condition that could hold surprising value. Now let's get into the big question: what is a 1989 penny worth today? The majority of 1989 pennies that have been circulated are only worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if you find a penny in mint state, meaning it's never been used and shows no signs of wear, it can be worth more. *A 1989 no mint mark penny in mint state 65 condition can be worth around $1 to $3. *A 1989 D penny from Denver in the same condition may sell for $2 to $5. *A proof 1989 S penny, made for collectors only, can range from $3 to $10, depending on condition and cameo contrast. But there's more. Some 1989 pennies with errors or unusual minting mistakes can be worth much more than that. Error coins are rare and can be extremely valuable to collectors. Here are a few known error types found on 1989 pennies that are worth hunting for. 1. Off-center strike. If part of the design is missing or shifted to one side, the coin may be worth $20 to $150 depending on how off-center it is. 2. Double die obverse. Look carefully at the date, liberty, and motto. If the letters or numbers appear doubled, this could be a true double die error, which might bring in $100 to over $300. 3. Clipped planchet. A coin that appears to be missing a curved portion of the edge, caused during cutting, can be worth $30 to $75. 4. Die cracks or cuds. These are raised lumps of metal or missing portions of the design caused by damaged dies. Such coins can sell for $10 to $50 depending on visibility and size. These errors are rare, but they are out there, and you won't know unless you check each coin closely. Even though the 1989 penny may not be a headline-grabbing rarity, it plays a big role in the story of modern U.S. coinage. It represents the end of a decade, the height of the copper-plated zinc era, and the continuing presence of Lincoln's legacy on American currency. For collectors, this coin is part of a long and rewarding series, the Lincoln Memorial Cents. Completing a full set from 1959 to 2008 is a satisfying challenge, and the 1989 coin is an essential part of that journey. It's also a great coin for beginners to start with. Affordable, widely available, and full of potential, both historical and financial. So what did we learn today? The 1989 1-cent coin might be easy to overlook, but behind that little copper color is a wealth of history, an important place in American culture, and potentially a valuable addition to any coin collection. With over 12 billion coins minted, it remains one of the most widely circulated coins in U.S. history. And while most are worth just a cent, a few rare errors or mint state examples can bring in real value for collectors. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1989 penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another coin collecting adventure. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a 1989 penny with an error? Or do you have one in mint condition? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, remember, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the value of a single cent. Welcome back to the channel where coins are more than just pocket change, they're stories, history, and sometimes even treasure. Today, we're unlocking the secrets behind a very common but surprisingly fascinating coin, the 1984 1-cent coin, also known as the 1984 Lincoln penny. It might be sitting in your change jar right now, but what if I told you that some 1984 pennies are worth way more than just 1 cent? In this video, we'll explore the history, real collector value, rare errors, and the massive worth of this coin in circulation. So sit tight and get ready, because this penny is full of surprises. To truly understand the 1984 penny, we need to go back to 1909, the year the Lincoln cent was introduced by the United States Mint. That year marked the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, and he became the first real person ever featured on a U.S. coin. The coin's designer was Victor David Brenner, and his portrait of Lincoln remains on the penny to this very day. Originally, the coin had a wheat ear reverse, but in 1959, that was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design, which stayed in place until 2008. So by the time we arrive at 1984, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 75 years, a living piece of American history passed from hand to hand every single day. The 1984 penny follows the design standard of the Lincoln Memorial series. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's bust facing right, with "In God We Trust" along the top, Liberty on the left, and the year 1984 on the right. Below the year, you might find a small D mint mark for coins struck in Denver, or no mint mark at all if it was minted in Philadelphia. There were no proof pennies made in San Francisco in 1984, so you won't see any with an S mint mark from this year. The reverse of the coin features the detailed Lincoln Memorial with the inscriptions United States of America across the top, E Pluribus Unum just above the memorial, and 1 cent along the bottom. In terms of composition, the 1984 penny was made of copper-plated zinc, a major shift from the solid bronze coins minted before 1982. This cost-saving change helped the U.S. Mint keep production costs low, but it also led to a new generation of coin errors. Let's talk about the numbers, and they're massive. The U.S. Mint produced billions of 1984 1-cent coins that year. Philadelphia Mint produced more than 8.15 billion pennies. Denver Mint produced more than 5.57 billion. This gives us a grand total of over 13.7 billion pennies struck in 1984 alone. That makes the 1984 penny one of the highest minted coins in U.S. history. At face value, that's over $137 million in 1-cent coins circulating from just 1 year. These coins have been used in countless purchases, passed through millions of hands, and today they still show up in pocket change, drawers, and coin jars across the country. Although they may seem common, the volume of these coins means that rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique variations are still hiding in plain sight, waiting to be found. So what is the 1984 penny really worth today? If your 1984 penny is circulated, meaning it has been used and has wear, it is typically only worth 1 cent. But in uncirculated condition, it becomes more desirable to collectors. A 1984 no mint mark penny in mint state 65 condition can be worth $1 to $3. A 1984 D penny from Denver in mint state condition may sell for $2 to $5. Coins with full red luster and no blemishes can bring even higher prices from collectors seeking premium examples. But the real money lies in the errors, and this is where the 1984 penny becomes something truly special. The 1984 Lincoln penny is famous for a unique and highly collectible minting error known as the double-ear Lincoln. This error happened when the die used to strike the coin was improperly manufactured, resulting in doubling on Lincoln's ear. It's not your typical blurry double die, this one is sharp, clear, and easy to spot with a magnifying glass. The 1984 double-ear penny is worth much more than a regular coin. In average circulated condition, it can bring $30 to $50. In uncirculated grades, values can range from $100 to over $250. A top-grade example in certified mint state could be worth up to $500 or more. If you find a 1984 penny, take a close look at Lincoln's ear. That small doubling could turn a penny into a valuable prize. In addition to the double ear variety, the 1984 penny is known to have other collectible errors. Here are a few to watch out for. 1. Off-center strikes. Coins where the design is noticeably shifted can be worth $20 to $100. 2. Clipped planchets. A portion of the coin may be missing due to a miscut, adding $25 to $75 in value. 3. Die cracks or cuds. Raised lines or blobs of extra metal can make your penny unique and collectible. 4. Double die reverses. Though rarer for this year, any doubling in the Lincoln Memorial or lettering should be closely examined. These errors were born from the mechanical challenges of minting billions of coins, and collectors love them for their rarity and distinctiveness. The 1984 Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It represents a time when coin composition was changing, minting technology was evolving, and hidden gems like the double-ear Lincoln were created by accident. For beginners, it's a great way to start a collection. For advanced collectors, it presents an exciting challenge to find high-grade specimens and elusive errors. And for everyone, it's a reminder that even the smallest coin can hold tremendous value. So the next time you see a 1984 penny, don't just toss it aside. Flip it over, look closely, and examine the details, because this small copper coin could be a doorway into history, and maybe even a collectible worth hundreds of dollars. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1984 Lincoln penny, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another coin collecting story. And don't forget to comment below, have you ever found a 1984 double-ear penny or any other rare coin in your pocket change? Let's talk coins in the comments. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin counts. Would you like me to create a custom YouTube thumbnail, SEO-optimized title, or a set of viral video tags for this 1984 penny video? Let me know, and I'll make those next. Hey coin lovers and collectors, welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into treasure. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a coin you probably see all the time but may never have thought twice about, the 1986 Lincoln penny. It's tiny, it's coppery, and it might just be worth more than you think. We're diving into its fascinating history, its collector value, some rare errors, and the shocking amount of money it represents in total circulation. So grab your magnifying glass and let's begin the hunt. The journey of the Lincoln penny began in 1909, a year that marked the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. To honor this milestone, the U.S. Mint introduced a brand new design, created by Victor David Brenner. For the first time in American history, a real person, not a symbol, appeared on a coin. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse featured 2 wheat stalks, earning it the name Wheat Penny. In 1959, the reverse changed to the Lincoln Memorial, commemorating 150 years since Lincoln's birth. And this is the design you'll find on the 1986 penny. By 1986, the Lincoln cent had been in production for 77 years, evolving through design changes, metal compositions, and minting techniques. The 1986 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. The word Liberty appears on the left, the motto "In God We Trust" arches over his head, and the date 1986 is on the right, just above the D Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, and if you look closely, you can actually spot the tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. Surrounding this structure are the words United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum just above the building, and 1 cent across the bottom. This design remained in use until 2008, when the Mint introduced a series of new reverses for Lincoln's 200th birthday in 2009. In 1986, the Denver Mint struck an incredible number of Lincoln cents. More than 4.4 billion 1986 pennies were produced. That's 42, 866, 698 coins, to be exact. If you laid them out side by side, they would stretch over 68,000 miles, nearly 3 times around the Earth. In terms of monetary value, that's over $44 million worth of 1 cent coins from just one mint in a single year. And yes, many of those pennies are still out there, in pockets, jars, drawers, and maybe even in your wallet right now. This coin is not rare in quantity, but it has hidden gems among its billions. Most 1986 pennies are worth only their face value, 1 cent. But if you find one in uncirculated condition, the value can increase significantly. A circulated 1986 penny is generally worth 1 cent. An uncirculated example in mint state 63 to 65 can be worth $1 to $5. A coin graded MS67 read by a professional grading service can sell for $20 to $50 or more, especially if it has great luster and no spots or damage. And that's not all. If you find a rare mint error, the value can skyrocket. Even among the billions of coins made in 1986, mistakes still happened. And for collectors, those errors are like gold. Here are the top errors to watch out for in your 1980 60 pennies. 1. Double die obverse, DDO, look for doubling on the date, Liberty, or the motto In God We Trust. If you spot strong doubling, the coin could be worth $50 to $250 or more. 2. Off-center strike. If the coin design is visibly shifted to one side, that's an off-center error. The more extreme the shift, the higher the value, from $10 to over $100. 3. Clipped planchet. This is where a piece of the coin appears missing from the edge due to a cutting error. A clipped planchet from 1980 60 can be worth $25 to $75. 4. BI error. A die break between the B and E in Liberty forms what looks like the letter I. It's a fun and collectible error, valued at $5 to $25, depending on visibility. 5. Zinc rot. Since the 1980 60 penny is made of zinc coated in copper, some coins suffer from bubbling or corrosion due to moisture damage. While not valuable, it's a notable result of the material change in the 1980s. If you're serious about coin collecting, it pays to look closely. A magnifying glass and good lighting can make all the difference. You might ask, why care about such a common coin? The answer is simple. Every coin has a story, and the 1980 60 penny tells one of massive production, changing metals, and hidden value. It represents a key era in American coinage, when the U.S. Mint had fully switched from copper to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. It's part of the long-standing Lincoln Memorial series, and it remains a great way for beginner collectors to build a set or search for valuable varieties. For historians, it's a symbol of the mid-1980s economy and mass production. For treasure hunters, it's a potential source of overlooked value hiding in plain sight. So the next time you come across a 1980 60 penny, don't just toss it into your change jar. Take a closer look. That little copper coin could be a mint state beauty or even a rare error worth far more than 1 cent. With over 4.4 billion minted, the 1980 60 penny is everywhere, but that also means there are hidden treasures just waiting to be found. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a coin collecting adventure. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare 1980 60 penny? Or do you have one in mint condition? Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin counts. Would you like me to now create a custom YouTube thumbnail, a click-worthy video title, or a list of SEO-optimized tags for this 1980 60 penny video? Just let me know and I'll make them for you. Absolutely. Here's a complete and detailed YouTube video script for your content about the 1987 1-cent coin, also known as the 1987 Lincoln penny. This script includes its history, design, value, and total worth of money in circulation, written in a natural and engaging style to keep your viewers hooked. Clapperboard YouTube video script. 1987 1-cent coin, a small penny with big hidden value and rich history. Let's start with the big picture. The Lincoln penny first appeared in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This was the first time a real person's face appeared on a United States coin, breaking away from the classical symbols that once dominated U.S. currency. The obverse design, featuring Lincoln's portrait, was created by Victor David Brenner and has remained mostly unchanged ever since. Over the decades, the reverse of the coin has seen different designs, but in 1987, the reverse still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been used since 1959. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was created to honor Lincoln's role in preserving the Union during the Civil War and features his statue between the columns, a tiny but incredible detail you can actually see with a magnifying glass. The 1987 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series and carries all the traditional features of this iconic coin. Asterisk, the obverse features Abraham Lincoln's bust facing right, with the words "In God We Trust" along the top, Liberty to the left, and the year 1987 to the right. Asterisk, the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, with the inscriptions United States of America across the top and 1 cent along the bottom. The motto E Pluribus Unum appears just above the memorial. The coin was minted in 3 different locations that year. Philadelphia produced coins with no mint mark. Denver coins carry a small D mint mark under the date. San Francisco produced proof coins marked with an S, made specifically for collectors. In 1987, the penny was made using a copper-plated zinc composition, a change that had started in 1982. This new composition was cheaper to produce than the original solid copper coins, but it also introduced issues like zinc rot, which can affect the coin's surface over time. Now let's talk numbers, and these are big. The U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies in 1987. Over 4.6 billion pennies were minted in Philadelphia. Over 4.4 billion were struck in Denver. And over 4 million proof pennies were made in San Francisco. That's a total of more than 9 billion 1987 pennies created in a single year. In terms of face value, that's $90 million worth of 1-cent coins in circulation from 1987 alone. And considering that millions of these coins are still out there today, they continue to represent a massive portion of America's coin-based economy. Most 1987 pennies that you find in pocket change are only worth their face value, 1 cent. But some can be worth a lot more, depending on their condition or whether they have errors. Here's what you need to know about their potential value. A 1987 no mint mark penny from Philadelphia in uncirculated condition can be worth up to $1 to $5. A 1987 D penny from Denver in mint state can also bring $2 to $10 depending on the coin's grade. A proof 1987 S penny in perfect condition, especially with a deep cameo finish, can be worth $2 to $15 to collectors. But that's not where the real excitement lies. The real prize lies in the error coins. Now let's explore the world of error coins, mistakes made during the minting process that can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Here are the key 1987 errors to look out for. 1. Off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted off to one side, this error can fetch $20 to $100, depending on how dramatic it is. 2. Double die errors. Caused by a misaligned hub strike, this can result in noticeable doubling of letters or numbers. A strong double die obverse or reverse can be worth $50 to $500. 3. Clipped planchet. A chunk missing from the edge of the coin due to a miscut during production can be valued at $30 to $75. 4. Die cracks or cuds. Raised, unusual lines or blobs on the coin's surface, especially on the lettering or Lincoln's face, can bring $15 to $50, depending on size and location. These errors are rare, but they're out there, in old piggy banks, change jars, and even in your next grocery store transaction. Even though the 1987 penny is a modern coin, it still holds historical value and relevance in the world of coin collecting. It's part of the long legacy of the Lincoln cent, one of the most collected coin series in the world. For beginner collectors, the 1987 penny is an easy and affordable way to start a date and mint collection. For experienced collectors, hunting for high-grade examples and rare errors keeps the thrill alive. Plus, it serves as a snapshot of American coinage in the late 20th century, a time when the U.S. was adapting to new materials and refining the minting process. So what can we take away from the story of the 1987 1-cent coin? It might be small, but it's packed with value, historical, monetary, and collectible. With over 9 billion pennies minted, this coin is a symbol of everyday America. But with mint state examples, rare errors, and proof versions, it also represents opportunity, and maybe even profit. Take a moment to check your pocket change. That 1987 penny could be more than just 1 cent. It could be a link to history, a collector's item, or even your next lucky find. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a new coin discovery. Leave a comment below if you found any 1987 pennies or rare errors in your collection. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin counts. Would you like me to create a custom YouTube thumbnail SEO optimized video title, or viral tag lists for this video as well? Let me know and I'll deliver those next.